I will take myself on a walk today.
Hello everyone, I'm glad you could join us again today. I'm Sharon Crabb and I'd like to introduce you to my friend Joanne Chris from Klamath County School District, and she's going to be joining us for the commentary today and in future programs.
Well, thank you. I'm delighted to be here with Mother Goose and friends, and I'm looking forward to spending time with you.
Well, we usually have a little hint in our basket that tells us about what Mother Goose and Miss Martha are going to talk about and some of the activities. So we'll take a peek and see what we have today. Oh my goodness.
Oh, look at that.
Wonder if we're going to get to go on a train ride.
Oh, that would be fun, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would be. All aboard.
Yes.
Well, let's see what they have planned for us.
Welcome, friends at home. We're glad you're here with us on Mother Goose and Friends again today. And as you've noticed, we've brought back our fire engine. And we're going to do something special with it today. But first, sister, why don't you introduce our friends that we have here with us?
I would be happy to do that. We have Matthew and Shayla and Tristan. Are you guys ready to work on the train? Yeah. Okay.
Well, before we do that, I know that you were telling me about a song that goes with trains. Are you going to teach it to us and to our friends at home too?
Are you ready to learn it right now?
Sure, and then we can do our train after that.
Okay, that sounds like a plan. Well, it goes like this. Little red caboose, chug, chug, chug. Little red caboose, chug, chug, chug. Little red caboose behind the train, 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 train. Smokestack on his back, 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 back. Coming round the track, 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 track. Little red caboose behind the train. Choo-choo.
That's fun. Can we do it like we've always done, where you sing one line and then we can repeat it after? And friends at home, are you ready to join us? Okay, here we go.
Will you do the actions with me too?
Sure.
Okay. Little red caboose, chug, chug, chug. Little red caboose, chug, chug, chug. Little red caboose behind the train, 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 train. Little red caboose behind the train, 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 train. Smokestack on his back, 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 back. Smokestack on his back, 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 back. Coming round the track, 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 track. Coming round the track, 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 track. Little red caboose behind the train. Woo! Little red caboose behind the train. Woo!
Well, shall we go over and change? Remember that word we used all last week, change and substitute? Change our fire engine into a train engine? Okay, let's do that.
Let's just chug on over there.
Well, friends at home and kids, I think we're ready to change our fire engine into a train engine. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Well, sister, remember how last week we were talking about changing things and substituting? Mm-hmm. And we substituted in Humpty Dumpty what he sat on and what he fell on. Do you remember that? Well, this week we're going to talk more about, instead of just changing or substituting the whole word, we're going to change the first letter, or not really letter, sound in the word. Big people are used to changing letters, but little kids are used to playing with sound. So we're going to talk about sound. And Matthew's going to help me with that, aren't you?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. And are the kids going to help you change our fire engine into a train engine?
I think they're ready. Are you ready, Shayla?
What you going to do first?
Well, how about if we take this piece of paper here, and that's going to be our slide rod. And does anybody know what a slide rod does?
Yeah.
What does a slide
The
rod do?
slide rod goes here and it follows the wheels.
That's very good. Tristan and Shayla, will you be real careful when you walk around the cow catcher there and put up our slide rod?
Now, Matthew, while they're doing that, what would happen if we took the word tire and we changed the beginning
and put it
sound, and
There you
instead of a t
go.
sound in tire, we made it a f sound? What word would we have?
Would it be fire?
Exactly, that's exactly right. So we changed the t to a f sound, and we changed tire to,
Fire.
you got it, good job.
Well, I know one thing we do need to put on there. It says Mother Goose Railroad. Perfect. Shayla, would you go ahead and put that on our train engine?
And you know, Matthew, talking about colors, that makes me think of another way we could change sounds in words. We've got what sound in red at the beginning?
R.
Our sound. And what if we changed that sound to a b sound? What word would we have then?
Would it be bed?
You got it. Boy, he's got it, doesn't he? That's very good. So we changed it to b, and we had
Bed.
thank
Very
you.
good.
Okay, what you got next, sister?
Well, every engine needs a number, and this one says engine number what? 9. That's right. And Tristan, how about you helping by putting engine number 9 right on there?
That makes me think of another word. 9. We could change the n sound to a ol sound. Then what would we have?
Would it be line?
It would be line. Boy, we just got a pro with us here today. So we went from 9 to line by changing the n to a
Ooh.
ol. That's great. Okay, sister, what we got next?
Well, I thought we needed a smokestack, and this is really easy to make. You just take a big piece of cardboard or tagboard, and you roll it up, and you can see how I've taped it together here, and then we've cut out little pieces, kind of like a flange, and that'll make it easier for us to stick it to the top of the engine.
So we've done a lot of changing with our fire engine to our train. This has really been fun, sister.
It has.
I don't know about you guys, but I worked up an appetite. Are you ready for a snack?
Yeah.
Sister, do you have something special in mind for today?
Well, since we're talking a lot about trains, how about we make a train snack?
Okay.
Wow, that sounds like fun.
Let's just go ahead and take this to the backyard. I could use some help, and then we'll be ready for snack.
Okay.
All right? Well, I promised you all a train snack, and I've made one ahead of time. We've put out some different shapes of crackers. We have rectangles, and what shape is that, Matthew?
Circles.
Circles, yes. And Shayla, what kind of shapes do you have down there?
That
That's
a triangle?
a triangle.
And what's this one? A
Circle. And you know what we're going to use for glue? Tristan, can you show us what we're going to use for glue? The peanut butter. Because this is a snack that you'll want to eat right away. So let's just go ahead, and you can each make your own train.
Sister, I think they're going to need a little help. At
Okay.
least maybe Tristan and Shayla. Why don't you help Tristan, and I'll kind of help Shayla here.
I'd be happy
So
to.
what did you start with?
You know, I started with a rectangle. Here is our little rectangle. And let's take a little bit of peanut butter. Could you do that, Tristan? Just a little bit on your knife.
Mm-hmm.
Good job. And then we're going to take the wheels, the round shape, and we're going to put a little wheel on each of the 4 sides. Let's do
Do
another
you want
one.
to do these, or do you want to hold it?
Well, I think we're finished making our trains. Here comes the best part. Let's eat.
I've never seen anyone eat a train before, sister.
Do you suppose it'll make us go choo-choo?
I think we have to go choo-choo to eat it.
Well, here's a little chewing for you.
Well, I think I will have the smokestack.
All right. Oh, and you know what? I love pretzels, so I will take the log truck.
All right.
Yes. You're using it like dip, aren't you, Shayla?
Well, that's not a bad idea either.
I almost forgot to mention peanut butter again. We've talked about this before, but peanut butter is only for children that are older than 2. There's a lot of folks that have allergies to peanuts, and so we want to make sure that we don't do it too early. Try a little cream cheese if you have somebody that's younger than 2. That'll work just
Good
as
idea.
well.
Now we've made a train to have a snack, and we've had trains that go toot, 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 and we've sang a song. Oh my gosh, all these train things.
Well, hello, Mother Goose. Hello, kids.
Hi, Eric. How are you today?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
We're great, thanks.
I see you're in the middle of snack. How was it?
It was great. And you know what we made?
I have no idea. What'd you make?
We made trains.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
You didn't happen to see my friend engineer Jim down the road, did you?
Oh, yeah. I just saw him a few blocks down. He's coming real quick.
Oh, we better hurry,
Better
huh?
hurry. Come
Oh,
on,
well.
kids. Let's go to the kitchen.
Oh, well, I'll give you this package,
Okay.
and I hope you have a great day.
Thank you.
See you later.
Bye-bye. Well, sister, it's a good thing we got cleaned up quickly, because sure enough, engineer Jim is here. Would you like to introduce he and his grandson to our friends here and our friends at home?
I sure would. I'm sure happy that you could be here today. Everyone, meet Engineer Jim.
How you doing? Thank you. Thank you very much. And thank you, Mother Goose. We're happy to be here. And this is Calvin, my grandson.
Hi, Calvin. Glad you could join us. Well, tell us a little bit about what you've brought.
Well, I brought some G-gauge trains today. These are electric trains like some of you kids could have at home. Calvin, can you tell us what is that?
Or a caboose.
A red caboose, correct. And what's that?
A hop.
That's a hopper. They carry grain and rock and stuff, and they're called hoppers because the bottom of them have doors that open up to let the stuff come out. They're called hoppers. This is a G-gauge electric train like you have at home, some of you hopefully, and it's called an F3 in the Southern Pacific Black Widow color scheme. It's a pretty engine, a lot of fun to play with. They all are fun to play with. This is called the cupola. This is where the trainmen sat so they could get a good view down the railroad. And unfortunately nowadays you don't see many cabooses behind trains. There's now electronic devices back there. In my era, and Mother Goose, I'm sure you guys remember cabooses. We all loved them. That you knew it's like when you see the elephants go by in the parade. That's the end of the parade on a train. This, if you want to hold that for just a second, they'll get a better look. This is a replica of a 442 steam engine. To kind of explain what 442 is, the front 2 sets of wheels here, there's one on each side for 1, 2, 3, 4. They guide you around the rail. That's what actually guides. They don't have power. Nothing makes them move. The drivers do that. The big wheels on this are called the drivers. There are 4 lead trucks, 4 drivers, and 2 follow trucks. Once again, the follow trucks help you guide as your song, nice caboose song, around the rail. That's what guides you. And this is called a tender. This particular model would be a coal-burning engine. That's what would be kept here. And in this part of it would be the water because they run on steam. Burn coal, make a fire, put water, boil the water, steam. Steam pushes into these cylinders, push the slide rods, turn the drivers. You have a train going. That's why they were called steam engine. This is a diesel engine. This is a steam engine. Steam makes this run. This actually, I say it's a diesel engine, but the question is, what makes the wheels turn?
A steam.
No, not on this. Electricity. This engine turns a generator, produces electricity.
Well, Engineer Jim, we sure have learned a lot from you and Calvin today. Thank you so much for sharing your hobby with us.
Well, thank you very much for having us here.
Sister, it was really fun having your friend engineer Jim here, wasn't it, kids? Yeah.
And you know, I think Calvin knows just about as much about trains as he does.
Oh, hi, Pops.
Hello, how's it going?
Well, how are you today?
I'm doing great. I had coffee this morning with Engineer Jim, and I heard he was coming by, talk about trains, and, I looked around in my workshop and I picked up a few pieces of scrap wood and, you know, I thought maybe you guys would like to build some toy trains.
Oh,
Like to do that?
wouldn't that be great?
Okay, well, why don't you come on in?
All right. Okay, so today we're going to make a wooden train. And I went through my workshop and I just got scraps, and you can do this at home. All you have to do is just take it from scrap wood that you might have out in your garage or your dad's workshop. Any rate,
What are these?
these, I got these when I was doing some closet renovations. They're for poles that you put in a closet. So I thought, well, they did work really good as wheels.
Great.
And these are roofing nails that I had left over from doing a roofing job, so I thought we'd just put that together. So what I'd like to start with is to put, we'll make a long train here, and all you do is just nail it on. You kind of straighten it up. Would you like to nail that one in?
Yeah.
Okay. Here, I'll stand back.
Oh, nice job, Matthew.
Good job.
There we go.
And I thought I'd make a bigger engine house.
I noticed that you pre-drilled all of the holes.
I did because this was hardwood. You
Okay,
may not have to do that if you're using softer wood,
I see.
but it also makes it easier to show people how to do it and makes it a little bit quicker. And then we had some spools from my wife, from her sewing. And with the wheel, just put it in there. Would you like to hit the hammer? Very good. I'll finish that off. And you don't want to take this down too far because you want the wheels to turn. Would you like to use the hammer?
Tristan, stand back just a little bit. There we go.
Very
Oh,
good.
that was great,
Finish it off.
Shayla.
And
See, we have 3 on, so we need 3 more?
there you go.
Oh, that is really neat.
Is that neat?
That is neat. And I bet you could get some paint.
You could paint them. You could use decals or stickers if you've got stickers at home.
Great idea. Now, you do need your big person for this, don't you, Pops?
Oh, I think so. You're using a hammer and you're using nails, and you need somebody to hold the work.
Well, I bet if you took these outside, you could really get them going.
You want to play with them outside? Yeah. Okay, well, let's go. All right. All right. Thank you.
Well, thank you, and I'll bring this back to your shop a little later in the afternoon.
Okay, great.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye. Be careful out there on the sidewalk. Well, friends, wasn't that nice for Pops to come over and show us how to build trains?
Galley-ump is on their way. Oh, what fun we'll have today. Are you ready to dance and play?
Hi, I'm Terry from Galley-ump, and I've got some kids with me today. We're going to sing a song about a blue whale. And Mother Goose and Martha couldn't be with us. They're at the fish market themselves. We have with us today to help us, we've got JJ, Kylie, Jasmine, Cade, and Dylan. All right, and we're ready to get started. Let's go ahead and make our whale noses. And this is called My Name's Old Blue. Oh, my name's Old Blue, I'm a big blue whale. Oh, I love to swim and I love to sail through the deep blue ocean under the sea. It would be such fun to come along with me. There are things to see in the ocean blue, like a dolphin swimming or a whale or two. So come, my friends, come along with me. a blue whale swimming in the deep blue sea. Swimming, sailing over the ocean or the sea. Swimming, sailing, swimming through the waves, sailing o'er the sea. Swimming is the life for me. You guys make good whales. Very nice job. Well, it's time for us to go, so let's follow the leader.
Well, is everybody here ready for a story? Yeah. How about our friends at home? Are you ready for a story too? Today we're going to be reading The Mitten. It's adapted and illustrated by Jan Brett. Once there was a boy named Nicky who wanted his new mittens made from wool as white as snow. First, his grandmother Baba did not want to knit white mittens. If you drop these in the snow, she warned, you'll never find them. But Nicky wanted snow white mittens, and finally Baba made them. After she finished, she said, "When you come home, first I will look to see if you are safe and sound, but then I will look to see if you still have your snow white mittens." So off Nicky went, and it wasn't long until one of his new mittens dropped in the snow and was left. A mole, tired from tunneling long, discovered the mitten and burrowed inside. It was cozy and warm and just the right size, so he decided to stay. A snowshoe rabbit came hopping by. He stopped for a moment to admire his winter coat. It was then that he saw the mitten, and he wiggled in feet first. Well, the mole didn't think there was room for both of them, but when he saw the rabbit's big kickers, he moved over. Do you know what the kickers are?
Feet.
The feet, that's right. Next, a hedgehog came snuffling along. Having spent the day looking under wet leaves for things to eat, he decided to move into the mitten and warm himself. The mole and the rabbit were bumped and jostled, but not being one to argue with someone covered with prickles, they made room. As soon as the hedgehog disappeared into the mitten, a big owl, attracted by the commotion, swooped down. When he decided to move in also, the mole, the rabbit, and the hedgehog grumbled. But when they saw the big owl's glinty talons, they quickly let him in. Up through the snow appeared a badger. He eyed the mitten and began to climb in. The mole, the rabbit, the hedgehog, and the owl were not pleased. There was no room left, but when they saw his diggers, they gave him the thumbs up. It started snowing, but the animals were snug in the mitten. A waft of warm steam rose in the air, and a fox trotting by stopped to investigate. Just the sight of the cozy mitten made him feel drowsy. Fox poked his muzzle in, and when the mole, the rabbit, the hedgehog, the owl, and the badger saw his shiny teeth, they gave the fox lots of room. A great bear lumbered by. He spied the mitten all plumped up. Well, not being one to be left out in the cold, he began to nose his way in. The animals were packed in as tightly as could be, but what animal could argue with a bear? The mitten swelled and stretched. It was pulled and bulged to many times its size, but Baba's good knitting held fast. Well, about then, along came a meadow mouse, no bigger than an acorn. She wiggled into the one space left and made herself comfortable on top of the great bear's nose. Well, the bear tickled by the mouse's whiskers, gave an enormous sneeze. Achoo! Well, the force of the sneeze shot the mitten up into the air and scattered the animals in all directions. Well, just about then, on his way home, Nicky spied a white shape in the distance. It was the lost mitten silhouetted up against the blue sky. As he ran to catch his snow-white mitten, he saw Baba's face in the window. First, she looked to see if he was safe and sound, and then she saw that he still had his new mitten. And here at the end, just look at those two mittens. Do you think maybe she wondered why one was so much larger than the other? Well, friends, I hope you have enjoyed being with Mother Goose and friends again today, and we certainly look forward to seeing you next time.
Well, that was a fun show today. I have a question for you, Joanne. What was the sound substitutions for, and how does that relate to teaching reading?
Well, teaching reading is a starting point with phonemic awareness. And phonemic awareness is where kids hear sounds and begin to play with the sounds of language. And that's what they were doing today. They were playing with the sounds of language. Like when she took the train and said, with the color red, and asked them to substitute the in red for a b and make bed. They were playing with the language, and when kids can play with the language, the sounds of the language like that, they become better readers.
Oh, well, that's good to know. Working with preschoolers, we don't do a lot of reading, but I appreciate that. Thank you.
It's time to say goodbye.
Hope to see you soon.
All my friends